I really love a lot of the practices that come out of neuro-linguistic programming. I know that NLP gets such a bad rap, and for a good reason. People take all sorts of tools and things that are healing and beautiful and use them for things that are not so healing and beautiful. I feel very grateful to have learned NLP in 2005 or so with somebody that has high integrity and showed me that NLP can be deeply somatic. And instead of trying to manipulate people's worldview to fit into our agenda, it's incredibly beautiful at learning about other people's worldview so that we can follow them in their agenda. And I'm grateful that I got to learn it that way. I want to guide you through one of my favorite practices, which was originally taught to me as the circle of excellence, but today we'll call it the circle of brilliance. However, if there's a different quality that you want to call into your life, into your embodiment today, just replace whenever I say brilliance with whatever word works for you. So could be confidence, could be softness, could be gratitude, anything at all. And this is a standing practice. And if for any reason it doesn't feel good to your body to stand today, what you could do is move between two chairs. So you might set up two chairs, one and then one right across, and then you would just switch back and forth for this practice. So I'll give you a moment to find a spot on the floor where you can stand or a couple of chairs, and then we'll begin. And when you arrive in your spot, go ahead and take a few full breaths, feeling your feet planted firmly on the ground. And then I'll have you take a moment and imagine a time when you were doing something really well, a time when you were in a state of brilliance. Maybe a time where you had all of your resources available to you. You felt able to move and act with capability, brilliance, strength. And if it's hard to imagine an experience of brilliance that you've had, you can even ask yourself, what might it be like if I could imagine? And just notice what comes in. And then I'd like you to imagine there is a circle on the floor in front of you. So if you're standing, it's right there in front of you. If you've decided to sit, it's sitting on that chair in front of you, that second chair. And inside of this circle are all of the resources you need to be in a truer state of brilliance. Notice, what color is your circle? How big is it? Does it have a sound connected with it? Does it sing or hum? Does it have a certain temperature or texture? And just see what other qualities stand out about it. Now think of a time again when you were in a state of brilliance and it was fully satisfying to you. It may even be more than one time or more than one kind of brilliance. And take your time to let that state intensify even more. And when you feel it as fully as possible, step into your circle. And remain in your circle as long as the feeling stays strong. Okay, and now we'll all just step back out of the circle. Shake it off, move your body. And now say out loud, what season is this? And just speak it into your space. And let's test the circle out. So now step back into the circle as those feelings of brilliance fully return. And since we're doing this in a group, some of us will not be able to access that as fully as we might like. So again, asking yourself, if I could imagine this state of brilliance, what might I feel? And just allow whatever shows up. Good. Now step back out of the circle. And shake it off. Take a few breaths. And give yourself a little wiggle. And then speak out loud the last 2 digits of your phone number. Now think of a future situation or context where you'd like to have more of this particular state of brilliance available to you. And once you have that future situation where you'd like to have this brilliance available to you, take a deep breath and step into the circle once again. And notice what it's like to be back in that state of brilliance. You might even become aware of additional choices, responses, and range of behavior that is now available to you in that situation as you respond from your circle of brilliance. And stay as long as it feels strong. Okay, and then we'll all step back and give yourself a little wiggle again. Shake, shake, shake. Breath. And then spell your middle name out loud backwards. And if you choose to, you can take this circle with you. You can get as creative as you like. Some people like to step into the circle and pull it up over them like overalls and wear it around. Some people like to reach down, pick it up, and fold it up into a tiny little thing and put it in your pocket. Maybe you imagine it's a bubble you wear around you that has a particular sound to it. Could be anything. Just notice what arises for you as you take the circle with you. And when you've got it, know that you can throw it out at any time and step into it. And the brilliance can return, or you've already got it on you, so you might not even need to access it again. And take another breath. And then we'll bring the practice to a close today. And as you return back, you're welcome to write in the chat anything that you noticed from that practice, anything that would feel fun to share or challenging. You're welcome to also tell us where you stored it or how you took it with you. That was a really fun conversation on Monday.